Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So in this video, I'd like to give you an update here on the shorter time frame Elliott Wave count. It's a quiet day, so there won't be too many new things to talk about, but I also want to talk after this, talk a little bit about why Bitcoin is currently in an accumulation phase. So everybody who's not that familiar with other indicators, other Bitcoin charts, Bitcoin on-chain data, and so on, we want to talk a little bit about that. Not too much, because I don't want to make it too long of a video, but for anybody who is interested in that, stay with us here until the end of the video. So Bitcoin continues here to build a case for a potential breakout to the upside, a more sustainable breakout that could indeed push us here to the upside further, and which would make us overcome here this resistance box between 21.4 and 21.7K, in which we currently are, and would take us to 23 to 23.3K, a structurally important, a very important resistance level, and also target for the next wave up here, this wave 5 in green. So when we started to count this potential impulse, we started down here at 17.6K. Told you back then that there could be a rally, and I told you as well that this could have been the low. And since then we have made, I think around about 25% to the upside already. This is Bitcoin only. Other coins have made much more, but this is no surprise. Bitcoin gets less and less volatile in every cycle. So we moved up here in this wave 1, a 1, a 2. This wave 2 consists of an ABC, and we're now moving up in a wave 3. This is the bullish wave count. This is not guaranteed yet that this is going to take place like that. It could also be an A, B, C. So this is very important to understand. And so far this Elliott Wave count is working out. We counted this from the beginning as a wave 1. We counted this as a wave 2. And since then, what you would expect after a wave 2 are strong price increases. This has happened. The only question now is, do we get here that leg to the upside? That would be a further confirmation that would help us to count another 5 waves, because since the wave 2 low here, we've had a 1, 2, and we are now in the 3. Within that wave 3, we had another 1, 2, and we are in the 3. And within this, we had another 1, 2, and we are now in the 4, and possibly starting now the wave 5 to the upside. So all of these are waves within waves. We did get in this retracement phase into exactly this target area that I gave you. When we peaked here, I gave you this area which was located between 2 key Fibonacci retracement levels where you would normally expect a wave 4 to get into. Basically here between the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement level and the 23.6% level. So the 23.6 is the minimum that a wave 4 would normally do. The 38.2 is an ideal level, and the 50% is sort of what a wave 4 as a maximum should do. It normally shouldn't do more. In the very worst case, it would still be valid if the wave 4 goes down to the 61.8 level in this case, but it would be unrealistic that at that point it still is a wave 4. So as I told you before, best evidence that the wave 4 is complete would be a breakout above this swing high. Here, it's sort of a zone again, but we're talking here round about the 22K level. Need to get above that, and then we go above 22.4, and then we can get to this resistance box here. This is also sort of the target for this 5th wave in green, and this needs to happen. This needs to happen. I mean, it's so far a good sign. We haven't made another lower low in the wave 4, but we now really need to move up. So I'm looking forward to that. Hope it will happen, because that would confirm further the case that that we're here on the bullish breakout to the upside. Even if this is a corrective wave pattern, you would also expect a move up one more. So let's see if that is correct. So in both cases, I would expect another move up. Then here we would expect a bit of a retracement down and another move up. And that could then take us here into the region around 25K. Then there will be another retracement down and another move up. So we can also estimate where, we've got this higher level wave degree here, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5 in purple. We can also estimate where the wave 5 will land, which means that first larger impulse that we are working on here, where that would be complete. And I'm looking here somewhere into the region of 30K. Yeah, so around 29.5, looking here at roughly at the 2.618 Fibonacci extension level. That also depends on how high the wave 3 will indeed go in the end. If we get above the 30k level, I would say that probably for the near future we are not going to see those low prices anymore, and that we're not going to get close to the 17.5k level anymore. So we will certainly, if we move up here in 5 waves, then we will certainly see an ABC correction to the downside. And we can also, just for fun, because it's very difficult to forecast that now because we don't know exactly how high the wave 5 will really go, but let's say it goes to 29.5k or maybe even 30k, then we can expect that wave 2, that larger wave 2, that ABC correction down. Possible retracement levels depending on how bullish we are. Yeah, I would say the minimum for that wave 2 would then be the 38.2% Fib level around 25k. That's sort of the minimum depending on how bullish the market is by then. More ideal would be here the 50% Fib retracement around 23.5k. Could of course also go lower. That depends a little bit on how long the wave A will be, and it depends a little bit on how bullish the market sentiment then is if we go really above 30k. And this is pretty much now the update. At the moment we still need to primarily expect lower prices, just purely because we have not taken out that level here and we have not finished off the wave 3 in purple. Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see that wave 3 in purple, and even then it could still be a corrective wave, but it will just get more likely that we are really in a 1, 2, 3 here above that resistance level. And then it also depends on, will this wave 4 hold this resistance? Will it flip it for support, or do we see greater weakness in the chart, and do we actually go lower here below that resistance area anymore again? So all of this will be help us to determine if we are more bullish here or more bearish. At the moment it is a bit unclear because we are in this possible turnaround space, and if we are in an uptrend, in the beginning of an uptrend, then it is very, very, very early. So of course there is a lot of uncertainty here still in the market. But what I have to tell you, everybody is still expecting like prices around 10k, 12k or so. And this is exactly the market sentiment that we actually want in an accumulation phase, yeah, and for a trend reversal. Because when everybody's getting bearish, then we can expect a trend reversal to the upside. So I'm just telling you that to be prepared for it. I still have to expect lower prices just because we have not taken out key resistance. Even here above this lower red box here, I mean, we briefly broke above it, but it's still I'm not comfortable enough with it, yeah, because we've fallen back into the range here. We are not above that level, above 21.7, not clearly, not substantially. But yeah, as soon as that happens and we go above the 23k, we can talk more bullish. Generally also, why are we in an accumulation phase? So a few things here. You can find all these indicators on lookintobitcoin.com. Pretty much all of these indicators are flashing buy signals at the moment. I just want to briefly mention it to you. 200-week moving average heat map. That purple line, the 200-week moving average, yeah, this is also one of the resistance levels at the moment for us, around 22k. But here we only really broke below that, I think 3 times in Bitcoin's history at the moment. Again, had you always bought when it broke below the 200-week moving average, you would have made a fortune. Yeah. So here we are currently below this 200-week moving average again, and that happened before here when COVID hit. There you go. And it happened here before. That was in 2015. So all of these were amazing buying areas. Then we have, of course, here the Fear and Greed Index, which was at 5 at the lowest point here, I think a couple of weeks ago, 5 or 6. I think I saw it at 5. It's now back to 24. We're nearly back in fear, not extreme fear anymore. And whenever these colors change more to the upside, yeah, this sort of shift in sentiment, that is what we're waiting for. And that will be something interesting as well that could indicate a trend reversal. Then we have the golden ratio multiplier, where as well we are below the lower band. Again, happened only a few times in Bitcoin's history here. Bear market 2011, bear market 2015, bear market 2019, 2018, and now again. So accumulation phase, again, more for the long-term investor. Yeah, not for short-term trading, these indicators, but for long-term investors that are looking to build positions and accumulate. And that's why we call it at the moment accumulation phase. So yeah, this was the golden ratio multiplier, and I explained them all these indicators in previous videos. Here as well, Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve as well. Here you are below the lower band. Again, also that happened only here really a couple of times in Bitcoin's history. So again, high likelihood that we are breaking back above that lower band soon. Yeah, we already see we are potentially turning around already. Another one is the Bitcoin rainbow price chart. Here as well, we are in the fire sale range, or we've actually got out of the fire sale range. We were briefly in it. I made you aware on this channel when we were in the fire sale range. I mentioned it in the video, and I also made the channel members aware on Telegram. Fire sale, and now we are back in the buy range, which is still very attractive, and it just shows you from a market sentiment point of view, where are we? You know, when it gets to the red zone, then it's sort of time to sell. And then the Puell multiple, which is sort of more from the miners perspective. Also here, the green box shows when we are, when the current price of Bitcoin is below the norm where it should be. And here again, we've only really 6 times in Bitcoin's history made it into the green range, and that was always a buying range and then selling when you touch the red zone. This also could have made you a lot of money had you done it. And these are all, you know, I'm not telling you to buy, but these are all indicators that suggest we are in an accumulation phase, and that are flashing, all of these are flashing long-term buy signals. There are a few more on this website which are highly interesting. Here, for example, 2-year moving average multiplier. Again, here as well, we are below the lower band of this 2-year moving average. And again, also here that only happened 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in Bitcoin's history. So they are all flashing buy signals. And again, this doesn't mean the price has to reverse to the upside tomorrow. It doesn't mean we need to be in a bull run already, but it indicates that from a higher time frame point of view, we are very close to the low if we haven't seen the low already. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully you liked the update about Bitcoin. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership. Please also follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Here you can find additional content that you don't find in the videos. And also, if you like the content, check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.